In the ancient Celtic myths of Ireland, there was a hero who had known almost no defeat throughout his life. His name was Chulainn. According to legend, Chulainn possessed strength far beyond that of an ordinary man. He became famous while still very young, time and again. He defended the borders of his kingdom single-handedly. No matter how many enemies stood before him, he was always the first to charge into battle. Because of this, people called him the Shield of Ulster. But even the greatest of heroes must one day face their final battle. On that day, countless enemy warriors launched an invasion of Ulster. Chulainn stood alone against them. Wielding his spear, he drove back wave after wave of attackers. The battlefield became covered with the fallen, and no one dared approach the legendary hero. But the enemy's numbers were simply too great. After fighting for countless hours, Chulainn's body was covered in wounds. Blood continued to pour from his injuries, and his strength slowly faded. Even so, he refused to take a single step backward, because he knew that if he fell, the homeland behind him would lose its last line of defense. At last, Chulainn could barely remain on his feet. But he refused to die lying on the ground. He found a great standing stone and used his own belt to tie himself firmly to it. He would face death standing. The enemy soldiers watched him from a distance, yet not one of them dared move closer. No one knew whether the great hero was still alive. The sun slowly sank toward the horizon. The battlefield became so silent that only the wind could be heard. Chulainn still stood tall. His spear remained pointed toward the enemy, as though he might launch one final charge at any moment. Time passed. Then, at last, a raven quietly descended and landed upon his shoulder. Only then did the enemy finally realize the hero had already left this world. They slowly approached, but no one celebrated. Instead, many lowered their heads in silence, for they had not merely defeated an enemy, they had witnessed the fall of a hero worthy of their deepest respect. Later, people came to believe that the raven was the embodiment of the war goddess Morgan. She witnessed the final moments of Chulainn's life and carried the hero's soul away. For thousands of years, Chulainn has remained one of Ireland's greatest legendary heroes. His story has endured not because he was invincible, it has endured because, until his very last breath, he chose to stand and face his fate, protecting everything he held dear. And for that reason, Chulainn's final battle remains one of the most tragic and awe-inspiring legends in all of Celtic mythology.